5 seconds. Mr. Chairman, I wish to thank you at the outset for giving me this opportunity to take part in this important budget discussion. I am really happy that on this occasion, the State Finance Minister has been kind enough to spare us from levying new taxes. We are not able to understand how the revenue is collected, nor are we able to clearly assess how the taxes collected are spent. When the government tell us that a certain amount of revenue is necessary for the proper administration of the state and for meeting the expenditure involved, we are bound as responsible citizens and as those interested in the welfare of the state to support them. At the same time, I feel that it is the duty of the government to place all the relevant facts at our disposal and tell us in clear terms how the money that is collected by the way of taxes is spent. If this is not done, I am afraid it will not be possible for us to correctly assess the true position. One of the many difficulties that people experience at present is in regard to those articles over which the government impose controls. Not only do the controls mean great deal of expenditure on the establishment that is necessary, but the controls themselves have come to such a state that people have begun to feel that these controls are rather difficult to sustain because they lead to corruption, black marketing, and increased prices. As long as control on a particular commodity exists, it becomes difficult to obtain it in the market. Our experience in this regard, let me frankly tell you, is that the moment these controls are removed, the commodities become easily available at reasonable prices. So, I would like the government to kindly have this aspect of the matter in mind. In the past, many of the rules and regulations and controls have been because of shortages in foreign exchange. Today, when there is no shortage in foreign exchange, one was hoping that there would be lesser regulations and controls. This is not indicated in the new policy. It is most unfortunate that there are signs of industrial problems in the whole country which could be solved with the efforts of government and industry as a whole. I hope that the government will soon be able to tackle this important problem to the satisfaction of all concerned. The most important problem faced by us is the lack of good quality infrastructure, especially power, roads, water, etc. In the past, these services were largely a monopoly of the government. They are now being offered to private management, which may improve the facilities. The development of our vast human resources is essential for both steady and quality growth. I am confident that your company's young and professional management team has the capacity, dedication, and enthusiasm to realize your company's future aspirations and goals. With this aim in view, we are paying more attention to training our management team in leadership qualities. The budget for the year seeks to give a direction to the growth of the economy in the more critical areas. It seeks to make public sectors more productive. It offers encouragement to the rural economy. It has provisions to promote export and it aims at encouraging economy and savings in foreign exchange. Fresh impetus to housing and improvement to the health and hygiene of the masses have been given due attention. It also lends further stimulus to the integrated rural development programs. The budget may not appear to be an universal remedy for all our ills, but it is indeed a step towards self reliance, planned development, conservation of resources, and improvement of the living standards of the masses. I should now like to say a few words about rural welfare and the various steps that should be taken by the government in this respect. One of the important schemes to be undertaken for rural upliftment is provision of proper housing. The houses to be constructed in villages should be such as to provide minimum basic facilities like sanitation and other comforts. It will go a long way in tackling this delicate problem. Another matter I would like to refer is that most of the plans that prepared in different states are nothing more than putting together all the schemes of the various departments without actually going through them and without assigning priorities. So much so, we often fail to achieve the targets. In my view, we should have a planning board in every state which should continuously study the problems of planning. Finally, I would like to say that the government must strengthen its administration for successful implementation of its aims and objectives for the development of agriculture, irrigation, and education throughout the state. In the end, I would like to thank all our workers and the team to staff for the valuable support and continued cooperation they extended for the successful operation of the company during the years. The manager, Vinyas Finance Private Limited, Main Road, Vinoba Nagar, Devanagari. Dear sir, we are in receipt of your favor of 6th ultimo enclosing various accounts sales and advice of draft on the Pragati Finance for 10,000 rupees, which amount has been received and remitted to your account with regard to our consignment sent by postal parcel. We are definitely of a different opinion to that expressed in your letter. As usual, the clerk examined these pieces of electrical accessories previous to packing in this warehouse, and there he is in a position to deny that the accessories were in, in any way inferior to the sample. As regards the shade, your complaint that it is much lighter is only an exaggeration. We have again compared your sample piece with reference to sample taken from this consignment and find that the quality is exactly the same. It is made by exactly the same manufacturer. In view of the above, we desire to know why we shall be called upon to make any allowance when we have delivered goods exactly to other. In every respect, we are forced to the conclusion that someone on your side is not acting honestly with the object of giving trouble to us and claiming an allowance from us. To be frank, we are compelled to tell you that we are not satisfied with the manner in which you treat our consignments, since we have to allow some claim or suffer some loss on every consignment sent to you. If we go on in this way, we dare not think what our ultimate loss on this business with you will be. In conclusion, we would ask you to send us a prompt settlement for all sales effected together with a list of consignments held for our account. We regret very much to have to write in this manner, but we are unable to see any advantage in these transactions and have decided to make the best of bad speculation by withdrawing from it with as little loss as is now possible. However, we look forward to better understanding between us in future. Yours faithfully, Vinyas, Manager.